Hi there, welcome back to Economic Observations. Today is Tuesday, the 6th of October. I've been out of touch for a few days, been following everything, but I just haven't had time to put out a video, so I am glad to be back, and thank you so much for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate you subscribing and giving this content a big thumbs up. We're only at 40 subscribers, so we're trying to double it in the month of October, so with your help, we can. Let's go on. All right. I guess the big news is Donald Trump is home from the hospital yesterday. He is on this steroid that gives him a lot of energy. We'll see what's still to happen. His doctors warn that he's not out of the woods. They should have taken his phone away from him because he's been tweeting out a storm. The latest is a little disappointing for economic recovery. Donald Trump says Nancy Pelosi is asking for $2.4 trillion to bail out the poorly run high-crime Democratic states, money that is no way related to COVID. We made a very generous offer of $1.6 trillion, and as usual, she's not negotiating in good faith. I have instructed representatives to stop negotiating until after the election, when immediately after I win, we will pass a major stimulus bill that focuses on hardworking Americans and small businesses. He has asked Mitch McConnell not to delay the installation and confirmation of Amy Coney Barrett to the Supreme Court. Earlier this morning, however, Powell was asking for more stimulus. He realizes that the only way we're going to get out of this is to add more stimulus. I don't know where this Republican GOP and Donald Trump are getting the idea that we actually are on a road to recovery. There are more people working than ever before. Movie theaters closing down. 45,000 jobs worldwide upon Donald Trump tweeting that there's going to be no stimulus until after the election. Stock market plunged. Thank God for 4 o'clock when it closed. It ended up closing down 350 plus points. Dow futures down already 150 points. The night is still young. Boeing says it's going to take at least 10 years, more than a decade, for sales of airplanes to resume. Powell knows, too, without stimulus, we are going in the shitter. There are going to be more people laid off. There are going to be more businesses closing. Also, Small Business Association, they haven't processed any of the paperwork for the loan forgiveness. Business leaders call for urgent reform as global economy faces the worst state in a century. The COVID economy carves deep divide between the haves and the have-nots. Supreme Court in Michigan ruled closures of restaurants and other coronavirus laws that the governor put into effect as illegal. So now there are 800,000 unemployed people in Michigan that may lose their unemployment because of this Supreme Court ruling. 800,000 Michiganders may lose their unemployment. How are they going to live? This economy sucks, folks, okay? There is no rebound. People are suffering. These moratoriums continue to go on, and now you have the President of the United States saying, oh, it's just a flu. Number of mortgages and coronavirus bailout programs jumps 21,000 after declining for 6 straight weeks. Homeowners remain in pandemic-related forbearance plans. This is that V-shaped recovery. In the New York Times, workers face permanent job losses as the virus persists. Fed Chair Powell calls for more help from Congress, says there's low risk of overdoing it. You can't overdo it at this point. It is needed. The economy is going to go down the shitter. States overpaid coronavirus unemployment, and now they want their money back. Good luck to them. The good, the bad, and the ugly of PPP loan forgiveness. Some banks aren't ready to process the loan forgiveness applications nearly a month after it launched, and why that's going to put a lot of businesses in a bind. Okay, so here's my take on the PPP loan forgiveness. The federal government gave all this money to the banks to loan out to people. and the banks loaned it out with, I think, like a 3% interest rate. And the banks are counting on that 3% interest rate. Now that the Small Business Association has put this loan forgiveness, it's up to the banks to forgive the loans. But the banks don't want to forgive the loans. The banks need their 3%. What are they going to hire 100 new staff to overlook the forgiveness paperwork that these businesses are submitting for what? To forgive the loans and get nothing? Delays, delays, delays. While the SBA launched its online forgiveness portal on August 10th, the same day that businesses apply, the review process is time-consuming, taking up to 90 days before the agency needs to remit anything to the lender. There is also hope that Congress will pass some kind of blanket forgiveness that will allow for automatic forgiveness of loans under $150,000, but stimulus has stalled. Yes, today Donald Trump put that package on hold, refuses to work with anybody. These loans aren't going to be forgiven, and that's going to force millions more out of work. The tumble is coming. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Please like this video, and I'll talk to you soon.